Esto de kada na he go la ona bi ko se ko loko na safaka leka yuma ina se ko male ko enna soko de bi ke se ko tali ko na henna sa ha ye o me lo ko la se to dale go le bi se kana sha ke de lo el al ole ko male fo le mi sin na sa e ko shi ko piso batido ko male ko le pica sa tu kuna beta se back in the soba and how y'all doing today on a great God-given day, God-is-given day with the breath of life. We've been blessed with. Man, I'm telling you, it's kind of overcast here in DC, but it seems it's a little chilly, but they say 62. So it's all right, I guess. I ain't been out there yet, but I don't like chilly weather. I don't like cold weather. I like hot weather, and that's where I like to be in hot weather vicinity. You understand what I'm trying to say? But it's all right, because I can overdress to underdress and all that. What is going on in the world today that we can comment on that shouldn't be a topic at all? But I'm still stuck on how could these people attack Minister Louis Farrakhan the way they have and try to ban him from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at the same time. So it tells you or tells me that the people that's doing it are of the same mind. They are uh, they are people who don't want to hear the truth because the brother only speaks the truth. He only speaks truth to power. He don't bow down or stand down. He speaks the truth of what the knowledge that he has, divine spiritual knowledge. I mean, he can go in the Bible, he go in the Quran and speak, bring truth out. And people be saying like he's not Muslim, he's not this, he's not that, or he's this, or he's that. I just like his strength and his power to stand up to the powers that be, and and say this is what is, and I can't pull no punches. I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta tell my people the truth. I can't sell my soul and be an agent provocateur or Negro Pen. I don't think that's him. I respect him, I love him, and I honor him as a warrior, as we say he is, Minister Farrakhan. And there's a few other brothers out there like Reverend Wilson of Union Temple, and then Jeremiah Wright. I don't know his church or his congregation, but he's another brother to give you good information. He ain't like them other preachers get fat off the land and be talking that bull crap like somebody told one of them, I forgot his name, but he said that Lord told him to get a lead jet, told the congregation that the creator told him to tell them that they had to get him a lead jet. Yeah, right. And then they fall for it because they caught up in his, I'll say manipulation and his light of manipulation. That's all I can say. Because if he's doing that, what are the people getting? Who needs things? What are they getting? We can't do that. We can't play with the people. I don't care what level it's on. That's why I like Minister Farrakhan. They sell bean pies, they sell papers. I don't know what they say happened to the hospital or anything like that, but they got land, and that's what we need. We need a land base. We need, they say, equity, and that's the money you see. And we need that so we can stay in place and won't get put out of place as far as this, what, gentrification go, stuff like that. We don't need to be falling victims to this for big movement of all these investors. It's what they're doing now. They're coming in the end of Washington. Ward 8, Ward 7. They already been uptown and northeast and southwest. Now they're trying to get this under their wings so that they continue to do their thing and sort of move us out or edge us out. But we can't let that come about. We got to learn how to live together in harmony and peace and communal living. I think that we need to break this gentrification element that's coming. It's like an attack from laws that 30-year plans or maybe 50-year plans that they already had in effect. And this is the time for them to do what they do with the investors and all the capitalists and all that. They don't care about us. And we got to know that they don't care about us. So we got to care about ourselves and deal with our growth and development amongst ourselves and every aspect that we share, like spiritual, divine, and economical, educational, academically, medical, everything that we can do and develop on our own and develop our own infrastructure. We got to do that because if we don't, we're going to be caught up in their manipulation of gentrification and all that and keep perpetrating their nation, which don't really care about us. And that's the reality of it. And it's no joke. It's really no joke. It's deception at the highest order of the day. It's manipulation at the highest order of the day. It's an attack upon us in every way in the highest order of the day, which they have implemented and planned for years. And now we're at the time that they're taking all over the cities, all over the country, all over the land, all over the world. You even got Japanese and Chinese in Africa trying to colonize the continent all over. And what are the brothers doing over there? The brother I see, he from Kenya, he sent me a text and said that we ain't doing nothing here. Black Americans ain't doing nothing in America and all the killing and this and that going on. Our killing is going on through by social engineering, that the people in higher levels of the science of dealing with our science and getting, what can I say? They manipulate the frequencies and the vibrations and the energy. They have tapped into that. So through that, they somewhat have manipulated our young brothers and sisters to become under robot control and, just not sell their soul, but lose their soul in the activities that they do. So if we don't remind them of who they are and what's going on with them, then they'll keep going down that road. And those of us who know the truth have to, expose the falsehood, in a spiritual divine way on the path of our ancestors. And that's our only saving force, against this system of deception and manipulation and gentrification. They don't care about us. The system doesn't care about us at all. No European nation really cares about us. I'm not saying that all Europeans are bad, and I'm not saying that all Black people are good, because we got Asian provocateurs and Negropeans, and we definitely know we got racists in the European world. But it doesn't matter when we get together and we stand up tall. That's all we have to do is generate love, peace, and harmony amongst ourselves. And one way of doing that, we got to stay in our mindset of boycotting. That's hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham on my Facebook page. It talks about boycotting around the world, not just locally, nationally, it's around the world. We got to take back the globe. That's what we got to do. We got to unroll these hypocritical thieves and show the people that that's what they are, and we got to come back into the harmony and peace of healing and loving one another uh, in the context of a divine and spiritual way, so that we can do what we have to do in setting back up uh, in segregation, building our infrastructure in our Black nation. Someone said the other day that, it's white supremacy and Black supremacy. I don't totally agree with that. I can agree with the not white, European supremacy and European privilege and all of that. But us as Black people, we don't have any of that to establish on this planet right now, and we're not like that. That's not our nature. Our nature is for uh, same to you, my sister, and my brothers that's tuning in and writing. Appreciate y'all. But see, we have a different nature and a different regard for us and God, our God, not their God. And we have to put up a guard and defense against everything they do or say, because we know it's coming from a racist perspective, from a perspective of European supremacy, European privilege. And we see it every day, every year, every month. We've been saying it all throughout, our time, or, just the time that we have, been in alignment with them police killing us like they were, and they're lynching us like they are, and all these things going on. And we do what? We say a little bit about it, we protest, and we don't do nothing other than that. We don't counter the moves to bring some law amongst these fools and let them know they can't do that no more. We can't allow them to do what they want to do to us without any repercussions. I said it and I meant it. And, you can do what you want to do, but that's the truth, the reality. How can we accept them lynching us in 2019 here in America? How can we accept them, the police shooting us, talking about they felt endangered when somebody is running away from them and you shoot them 16 times? How can we accept stand your ground law when somebody is walking away from you and you shoot them 10 or 7 times or whatever, talking about stand your law because you were scared and fearful? It's all games they play, and we got to overcome playing games with them and start developing our infrastructure, being on a Black course of reality. And of course, I say it's Blackanized Incorporated, because Blackanized Incorporated is just a realization who we are as a people. And we must get into that realization and build a Black nation. That's what we got to do. Because if we don't, we're going to live in this disharmony and perpetrate a system that don't even want us around, man. If you can't see that, then I don't know what to say. You can't see the truth and the reality of this and what these people want of us, trying to kill us off, the male population, and take out women, especially the young brothers, the young warriors and guardians of our communities. And we got to talk to them so they'll realize that through social engineering, they've been attacked to become under robot control, lose their soul, and become predators. That's what the system wanted them, so they can either get killed at our own hands or go to jail for 30 or 40 or 50 years, or, retaliation, and get killed and stuff like that. We got to stop that. We got to start showing love and cooperation amongst each other, because if we don't, we won't have, a continuation of our brothers and mothers and fathers. We have a discontinuation. It'll be a break in our family values and our family matters, because we allow these people to perpetrate this foolishness in our society. And we got to overcome that. And that's all I can say on that note. And again, I go back to a hashtag, Black People's Comedic Boycott. We got to do that. We got to boycott worldwide. And on the same token, we got to boycott in the sense of us, hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott, where we got to come together as Black people and pool our resources so we can establish our infrastructure and also, excuse me, our infrastructure and our infrastructure and social reality. And we can do it. We've done it before. We just have to come out of the state of mind that they control our time. It ain't like that. We control our own time, control our own mind. We have to also reach over in Africa where they allow the Chinese to come over there and the Japanese trying to colonize Africa like the Europeans or French or whoever done it. And it can't be done like that. We got to stand up and be warriors on the whole continent, you know, because they got slavery going on in Yemen and Libya. I know Libya for sure, I think, and Yemen also. I'm not sure about that. But we got to come together, hand in hand and mind on a divine level and refine everything that we have done in this land. We got to refine that, readjust it, and rethink it, and relive it in this system where we don't perpetrate the American system. We have to perpetrate a black system in America. If that's what we got to do. We got to overcome the Americanized lies and all, and the racism, because racism is deeply rooted in the United Snakes of hypocrisy. Oh, excuse me, I meant the United States of America, not democracy, because it's hypocrisy, and they make mockery of it, of the fraudulent laws that and games they play. They make mockery of the whole system, because it wasn't theirs. They stole that from 500 tribes who were here already. So the people that took the land, they took the information also. So we can't just follow them into their corruption and to their destruction, and then it becomes self-destruction through their programming, through their schooling, and their medicine and everything. We have to be strong. We have to come together so that we can really get along spiritually and divinely and holy and majestically. And if we don't, then we'll be the ones who hurt ourselves if we keep letting them treat us like, I ain't even gonna say elves, but I'm gonna say this here. If we don't come out of their mindset, their mentality, and their spirituality, then we are not going to be safe. We have to get back into our place, our way of life, our spirituality, based on divine essence and our ancestors on African spirituality, on the path of African spirituality and Aborigine here in America, because we was in both places. And we got to get to the truth and deal with the truth and just be about it. Be about it and stand upon it. You know, I can't wait to the brother, what's the brother name? I can't recall the brother's name right now, but he's on a project too to deal with the brother Sabi. He's a good, strong brother, and I love him to life. So I'm just waiting for that, see what happened in that area of progress. Other than that, what can I say is that this is a great day, a spiritual and divine day, that we got to be in unity in every way. We have to communicate unity, love, and respect. We have to do that with our women and our brothers and sisters and uncles and cousins and all that in a black way, a way that we have to overcome the emotional sway that we have in our lifestyle and do what we need to do to bring and maintain unity in ourselves, our family, our communities, our street, our state, our country, the world. That's what we got to do. We have to let truth unfurl. We do as melanated black people. And with that, I'd like to say that soon I'll be dealing with Blackanized report uh, uh, from in the studio. I will have somebody in the studio uh, just talking about different uh, objectives or different goals that we be dealing with in our spiritual unfoldment or our political unfoldment or our mental unfoldment, whatever that's be based on the Black reality. That's be coming up soon. I mean, it may be like, I think, give me about maybe a month, if not that, if that long, but we fixing up the studio so we can have the sound adjusted and everything so that when we go in the studio, we be ready. We be ready to flow. And again, that's Blackanized Report with Humam Abdulmalik. This is Blackanized Report on Facebook Live. We doing the same thing. It ain't no jive. We dealing with reality to stay alive. What else did I need to go over? I don't think I need to go over anything else. I went over things that, was really touching my heart. So with that, I think I'll get ready to go. I'd like to thank everybody that came on the show. I'd like to thank everybody that after the show, post-show, they also come on. So with that, keep blessing me to be stronger so that you can be stronger, so that we can be here longer to establish what we have to establish on this plane of saneness or insanity too, because we're dealing with some people that's really, I tell you, if you don't know they're insane and from the pain they cause and all that around the world and in our homes and everything with the genome primates not the genome primates, they're the ones that doing it. But I'm talking about the GMOs in the food, taking the seeds out the food, putting insecticide in it, that affects us. Like the chemtrails up in the sky, that affects us. The lead and fluoride in the water and the toothpaste and all that stuff affect us. We are being attacked and don't even know it. And all we want to do is celebrate what? Every weekend, like it's a celebration of life. But if we don't deal with it, we're going to be in a continuous state of strife. So we got to come out of that. And I want to say this before I go. Like I always do, we got to practice the principles of Ma'at, justice and equality and harmony. And the 42 admonition of Ma'at, we got to deal with Kwanzaa, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa throughout the year. Every day, pick the same one or a different one. And on our Black history, there's no mystery, and it goes on and on and on for eternity. From the beginning of eternity, goes to the end of eternity, and that's us. That's who we are. We got to know that we are that, so that we don't just accept anything. And so with that, I want to say, Assalamu alaikum, Ashe. Let me see. One more thing. On Wednesdays, we have WW Inner Light Radio that deals with everything in the medical industrial complex that we will inform you about in the medical mental slavery aspect of that area with the great prolific sister Karen Khadija Abdulmalik Davis folks. She has so much information in that area that has helped people grow out of their medical mental slavery and getting on that friendship train in the spirit of Harriet Tubman. And that's every Wednesday from 4 to 5. And anybody that missed shows of our ancestors, Barbara Dick Gregory, Francis Cress Wilson, and the great Jikanadi Bonadi, Reverend Ike, then you miss a good program, but you can go back and catch it on her page on Facebook, or it may be running again on Inner Light Radio. But whatever it do, you got to get with that too. because it's a great program to deal with, like I said, medical emancipation from the medical industrial crooked complex. It's only about pharmaceuticals killing us and robbing us blind. So we have to stay in a divine frame of mind and grow and develop in a spiritual, on a spiritual role. Uh, so with that, I think I'll go because I think I went over everything I could on this show. We just got to stay black. We got to stay spiritual and divine in our mind and on the pathway of our ancestors in a divine spiritual way. Don't let nobody get in our way. We got to deal with our youth that's under robot control and under turn to predators by the social engineering. We got to talk to them and have them look in the mirror, have them question themselves so they can stop what they're doing. We have to do that. They have to do that. And with that, I'd just like to do the roll call. Everybody that was on today. We had Teresa, Sister Teresa Proctor. She joined. We got Reverend Chris Matthews, Sami joined. Said good morning, big brother, long time. Then we have William Lawson joined, and brother Reverend said, I miss you, President. I miss your presentation, long time. Then the sister goes, great morning, and things of that nature. Then we have Ken Ink Sean Shorter, and we got the strong warrior sister, Abernee Desroe. Great morning to you. Thanks for the unconditional love. I say Ashe, the same to you. We have Morij Hotepra and Radford Kim. Everybody stay strong and keep developing your mind, your heart, and everything in a spiritual, divine, black way and in an African-centric way. And we got to do this and also an Aborigine way, because we was here in America and in Africa at the same time. So we just got to stay on that divine path. And with that, y'all have a great day. And always in black peace, black power, and black love, true essence of it all. So we won't fall, but we'll stand together, standing tall, locked in unity, unification around the globe. So Likona kaselo kahena, asheko na isobisoko na. When I talk like that, that's my ancestor side of me coming through me. I mean, like Crazy Horse or Geronimo. And that's all I can say about that right now. But I love it when it comes through me, because it's like I can hear what they're saying, my ancestors. On the indigenous side here, warriors, which I am a spiritual warrior. Amen. Ashe Hotep. Y'all crept into my life with love and the essence of beauty. So with that, y'all be blessed and have a great day, and always motivate and stimulate in a positive and a strong way. Amen. Ashe. Donaka. Hey. Ulaye koma shela hila kamina. Oye koma hila hise.